All right. So the next question says, well, the last in the last video, I hope that that video was able to describe my current capacity and access to resources needed for my work. And so basically it's been limited to just support from individuals in the community. And that actually, for me, has been a part of the plan, because that ends showing the power that we all have to collectively come together as in a church, like the way a church gives a little bit of money here and there or through resources and just what their energy and their time. I just want to be able to paint that picture, and that's what the Love is the Answer Community Showcase has been able to do, where every year we do the Love is the Answer Community Coming Together celebration, where everybody will bring something to the table, whether it's planning the activity, performing at the activity, or giving money or resources towards the food, cooking, whatever it is that an individual can contribute, is what we actually offer. So what would this fellowship, including the money, how would you use this fellowship, including the money, to grow, deepen, and strengthen the work you're doing over the next year? Well, this effort of the Appalachian Community Appalachian Community Fund is actually the example that needs to be set, and it's the best model already of organizations, grassroots organizations, being supported by other entities that recognize what they're doing and also recognize their inability to get resources or funding in other ways, because they don't have the credentialing according to the nonprofit, don't have the money to actually get a nonprofit established. So this funding that I receive from the fellowship would definitely help me to be able to sow back into the program and do more, in addition to being able to sow into those young men and women who come and help me. Hopefully I'll be able to invest in the equipment that's needed to complete our soundtrack that we're doing. We're doing a underground sounds album that will be a compilation album of different artists, young artists in our community who are using their voices to, just like Harriet Tubman, the Underground Railroad, to get these messages back to our young people. What I have noticed is that in a lot of the times when we are in our community, well, there has been a lot of support, but people are not realizing around negative music. And there's not a lot of support around the positive messages, around the word spiritually spoken. And so we definitely need funding to be able to support myself, my son, and all the artists that's a part of the Love is the Answer Community Showcase. So whatever needs they may have to be able to develop their song, studio time costs. But if we were able to take a portion of that funds and complete Dynamic Ray Studio, Divine Urban Expressions Music Studio, or there's various pieces we need to be able to record. We need our cameras to continue to make our dance videos and our music videos that have our messages back to the community about actually coming together in love and unity, and just really paint that picture of what love and unity looks like. The funding will help with that. I know a lot of people don't think about that, but if you look on YouTube right now, all the views are going to the young men holding a gag and talking about killing his brothers and sisters. So if we can actually get funding to support the young people that are not talking about that are talking about the power of voting, that's talking about the power of us coming together, that's talking about their struggle and the reason why they turn to drugs, yet how they are coming out of that, and how they use their music to rise above their circumstances, and how they have goals and aspirations. The music actually is about the story of them coming up. And so basically the Apps Fellow grant would be helping me to continue to nurture those gifts and to help those young people to use their gifts and talents to rise to their greatness above their circumstances, to help this community, because those messages from those young people and how they're overcoming, or those stories that we record in our, we have a segment that's called From Passion to Pain to Purpose. Those stories that we actually record are the stories that can be told to other mothers and fathers who've been struggling and maybe have been pulled away from their families. Those are the same stories that can actually be used to actually empower families. The whole idea is we need to build foundations for these families so that we can continue to strengthen them, and if we can put love back into the families, then we can stop the violence. So you stop the violence by starting with love. That's the ultimate thing. So the smallest thing that can be done, support that village. So the Apps Fellows would be not the Apps Fellows, but this program would be, this fellowship would be much like the App Fellow program, but it would do exactly that thing, as building that village that's needed around me and my people and our community that's been working together with whatever we have. That's what we've been doing. So that's what will continue us. It will be able to continue our live broadcast. We could probably pay for the actual subscription. We can get the right cameras, and we can actually take our Love Is the Answer showcase. We can project it into Birmingham, Alabama, where I'm from, to those type of communities where violence is running rampant. And we could actually show the people in Chicago how people in Appalachia have used their gifts and talents and their collective abilities and their resources to rise above their circumstances. That's basically it. We can influence change, and not just Appalachia, but also in the whole world. And so let's see. It says, how would you like to learn as a part of the court? Or what would you like to learn as a part of the court and others participating in the work? So I actually would like to learn more about what others are doing in the region and how others have overcome their circumstances and or overcome the struggle of violence, overcome various issues that we don't tend to understand, that can be remedied, or with the community being more empowered. I feel like where I want to find out other models within amongst the participants that have worked to empower community members, that have just regular people. So to kind of get them away from just solely depending on the government. I do believe that everybody has a part to play in this. Everybody's a piece of the puzzle, but I do want to know what other pieces of the puzzles are, and actually, the next question would be, what about your work would I like to share with others? I want to share the power of us, using our God-gifted talents, just using what we have to come together in unity, to be able to connect the pieces of the puzzle. I want us to be able to see that we can use what we have, no matter what it is. It doesn't have to be money. It could be, it's about the love that's within us. It's the passion that drives us. It's from the pain that was turned into purpose. I want us to understand the power of that individually, and then the power collectively of us putting that together to actually help us to sustain as a people, to be able to help the next generation. And that's what it's all about. It says, what would success look like to you in joining this cohort? I just think that success looks like helping our people not to struggle, being able to help them not to struggle, being able to help them to understand the importance or the power of us all just being there for one another, just putting our energy together. That success would look like that to me, being free from oppression, free from having to respond in violence, free from feeling the need to go out and take care, of their families by illegal means. Success would look like there being more resources and more people empowered to sow back into, what the, Appalachian Community Fund is doing. More people being able to sow back into love is the answer. That's success for me. So just being able to stay free. So I'm going to leave you with this. Look at me. You can't control me. I wasn't born a slave and ain't going to be. There's a thin line between love and complacency. Lock me in chains and I'd break free. Educated, liberated, clean slated, and set free from passing over opportunities repeatedly. Freedom of mind during the times of my people is what I strive to see. Wide eyes on the prize, like those who march with Dr. King. So success would be freedom to move forward, to get where we need to go. And success would definitely be there being more opportunities for us to do that. I was told that we remain poor when we pass over opportunities repeatedly. So being able to teach our people and to empower our people how to use every opportunity that come to them to rise. That's what needs to happen. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and together we will win. Like Barack Obama said, it's about the power of ordinary people working together to achieve extraordinary things. That's success. It's basically the end with the words of Jimi Hendrix: when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. We all will be at peace. Love is the answer. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.